Hi everyone, this is a quick tutorial by Gabby from NMI Plastics, that's me, on how to make 1/6 scale Chinese takeout boxes with realistic looking noodles from our printable PDF. Alright, let's get started with this. Open up the PDF on your computer and click on the printer to open up the print dialog box. Make sure you have the correct printer selected and then go and hit properties after you make sure that's right. Properties window may look a little different depending on your printer, but in general it should be the same. Under media type, make sure plain paper is selected. If you want to print on cardstock, feel free, just go click cardstock, but either way make sure the quality is high, and if you don't see high as an option, go to photo paper and go to matte photo paper. And then either way, quality, high, and then hit OK, and then just hit print. And do remember that this PDF is available for free the whole month of May 2025 if you sign up for our monthly email newsletter. So basically till May 31st. And afterwards you can purchase it on our website, links in description. Now we're going to cut everything out. I'm gonna use scissors, but you could also use like a sharp razor blade. I like these tiny scissors, but I also tend to use an X-Acto knife sometimes, like this one right here. I'm gonna use the X-Acto to cut out the chicken pieces. Those don't need to be as accurate as long as you don't have white on the edges still, like, and it's just all brown. You can just do a quick cut on all those. As you can see, I'm just kind of ripping it out. I already have a little pile right here from testing earlier, so I'm not going to cut a bunch of those out, but you can tell how to do that now. When cutting everything else out, try to cut as accurately as you can. I'm going to speed this up for us. Sometimes I cut wide, then go in and do the precise cuts and clean it up. So it's this, just a quick job from me. I could probably do it a little bit more accurately, but I chose to just go quick. Now we're gonna fold on these dotted lines. In origami, I believe this is a mountain fold. So we're gonna fold right along all those dotted lines, anywhere you see a dotted line. I like to use a ruler to get crisp edges, creasing it really nicely, so I have a nice guideline later when we go to fold them. Of course, I see a little here that I'm going to need to just trim that I missed. I could probably clean up a lot more of this, but you get the idea. You can even do more than that. If you want to be super, super accurate, what you want to do is, as you're creasing, like instead of just creasing by looking at it, I'll show you what I mean. Tilt it up like this, so you can see the ruler shining through and hold it against. Now you can really make sure those are perfectly accurate, because the more accurate you get, the more square and crisp that your takeout box is going to end up being. So all these creases, we want to crease everything so we have really, really straight lines. All right, now that we're creased, we're gonna go in and we're gonna actually fold everything by hand. Oh, I got a little tear there. It'll still turn out okay. I'm not worried about it. But crease them all the same direction. You don't have to worry about left or right or anything like that. It's all perfect in one direction. Okay. You want those lines to be crisp, and you don't want any weird parts of your boxes. I think I missed one. Oh, did I get them all? No, got them all. All right. Now you can see all the fold lines from this side now. So grab some tacky glue. Oh God, I put my elbow in it. Okay, I use a sticky note to have easy access to my glue. So just grab a sticky note off your pad and get some glue onto it. You're not going to need this much glue. I have a lot extra here for various projects I've been doing. And I'll show you how to get a really small amount. So you use this toothpick, and it's called tacky glue, you know, from the dollar store. So you take the toothpick, get a little bit on there, and just kind of paint it on. We're just painting the glue nice and thin, because this type of glue, if you have it too thick, it will make it all wrinkly and weird. There are other types of glue for paper you could use that don't make it wrinkly and weird looking, like get dunked under water. But then you're going to match up the corners just like so and fold it over and press. Kind of from both sides, press it. I'm just going to do these two flaps first because it makes it easier. Press it, match it, and press it. All right, beautiful. Now we have half our box, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna paint glue onto the other half, and make sure it looks really nice and thin. And then we're gonna do a little bit on that side. So all four flaps, and then yet again match it up with the corner as close as you can and fold it over. Okay. There we go. Just press it to get a nice flat fit. And press it. And beautiful. Kind of hold my finger on the inside, press against it, to have something there. And now you have your first box. I like to fold the flaps back just to give them a nice little crease, or feel free to glue them shut if you want them glued shut. And just repeat this process with the 16-ounce container. You might want gloves for that if you don't want to get any glue on your hands, but that's what the 16-ounce looks like, nice and tiny. Do the same thing, put your finger on the inside and press when you make that one too. Alright, next we're going to fold and glue the chopstick sleeve. Same process as the box. We're going to crease the edge. You can just do it by hand like me. I mean, like I'm doing this right here. You don't have to use the ruler, but ruler does make it more accurate, so I would get in that habit if you want to fold a lot of paper. So fold that, crease it good, give it a nice fold. And then you see the part where, here we go, fold it. On one end there is no text. You can kind of see that end with no text. Just take that end and fold it over. Try to make it straight. Mine is very wonky, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay, there we go. All right, looks good. Now you unfold it most of the way, just like unfold this piece, and then we're gonna glue it just like we glued the other things. So just rub a little glue a long ways. Use the length of the toothpick to our advantage here. Just kind of paint it on, take off the excess, and then fold over and squeeze. And to make it really flat, I like to press it on the table like this. Yep. All right, and then just apply a little glue on the end that we're going to fold over. And just fold that over. Press that. Take away any excess glue, just wipe it off. Now we have our chopstick sleeve finished. Ready to go. Okay, next we're gonna make our chopsticks. So you'll need 2 toothpicks. I like the pokey end kind, not the flat kind. I'm gonna cut this end off, it looks a little weird. You want to cut them to 1 5/8 inch or 41 millimeters. So use my little cutting mat here to measure. I put a score line on the toothpicks to start. And then I just take one away because they're kind of hard to cut through, at least. Maybe my blade's just dull, but. And then press and, okay, try not to do that. So hold it down if you don't want toothpick pieces flinging everywhere. And next we're going to take that and see how the end is kind of rough. Well, we're going to sand it. So get a tiny piece of sandpaper. It can be fine grit, it can be kind of coarse. Don't make it too coarse though. And we're just kind of sanding at all angles to end up with like a rounded butt. And then checking my progress to see where I'm at. That side needs a little bit more, so sand a little bit more on that side. And there we go. And we're going to put our toothpicks into our sleeve, and voila, we have chopsticks that look great. Awesome. All right, next up is noodles. For this project part, we use cotton butcher's twine, about 30 inches of it, more, less, not really a big deal. I would say about 30 inches to fill the large to-go box. It doesn't have to be super exact, because as you can see what we're going to do, we're going to cut that long piece just into about 6-inch pieces. So we're going to have 4, maybe 5 pieces. It's not an exact science. Then, from the center of the piece of string, kind of get your fingers in there and pull it apart so that you've got like little bundles of like 2 or 3 strands. They don't need to be individual, just like 2 or 3. And now do that to all of your pieces. Okay, and you have a nice little ball it up, and the messier and less organized, the more natural your noodles will look. Now grab a small bowl with a tiny bit of water in it, and also some yellow food coloring. Don't use the gel type. I haven't experimented, but I don't think it would turn out the same. Maybe you can go ahead and try, but I suggest regular food coloring. I'm going to use 4 drops here. Very small amount of water, so use your creative mind here and just whatever you want. However dark you want your noodles. You want them light? You want them dark? You want them saucy? You like them saucy? Whatever you want to do. Either way, dunk them in. Get them all soaked. Don't leave any parts of it dry because that will just be white. Unless you want multicolored noodles. Go for it. Yeah. And then you pull them out. Shake them off and let them dry in another small bowl. Don't put any paper towel under it. Don't do anything to speed up the drying process. It's going to take a while, depending on your air temperature. But here are ones that I did before, a little lighter colored. I like the darker colored ones, though, so definitely try to do that. All right, up next, chicken pieces. Ball up the brown paper so that the white side is not visible. You may still have some white parts, but I'll show you how to fix that later. So just ball them up, folding the white part in so you can't see it, because it'll look better this way. A little piece of chicken. See how some of them are still a little white though? So I'm going to take a Sharpie and I'm going to color in some of those white parts, make them look a little bit more realistic too, give them a little dynamicness. So I kind of just go around almost like, when you cook chicken, it's not all the same exact color. Kind of want to do that same thing here. They look more realistic. All right. Thank you so much for watching this video. Sign up for our email newsletter to receive the PDF. Here's my doll. And good sizing there. We will see you next month for the next tutorial. Have a fantastic day.